Welcome to the Eternal Cyclist. Where are we going now? Okay. Cold night last night. Wind was crazy. Had to go to ground last night. Went to ground sleeping last night. The bike path is up on that hillside, so there's not many choices for where to camp, so that was the problem last night. So I had to come back down into this place, go there, and go for a little bit of, camping there. But at least it was a camp spot. The wind finally shut down about 4 o'clock in the morning or so, so woke up on and off, so an okay night's sleep, but in general, it is what it is. So we'll pack up and put it back on the bike and start to head out here after a few. Okay, you can hear, and you can see, my ankle is puffed out a little bit. That's from the accident the other day, so it's a bit swollen and a bit that. Hopefully nothing's broken, shouldn't be, but I'm able to ride, so that usually means nothing's broken. But I have walked on a broken ankle before, so we'll just have to deal with this and keep riding and see how it turns out. Alright, it's pack up time. It's about 7:30. We gotta get on the road before 8 o'clock. So I gotta pack this stuff up in a hurry, then head up that hill to get on that bike path and get going. Okay, get to play with the drone a little bit and see if the drone's gonna behave nicely. I had to wait for the guy to go by, then readjust. Got scared with a little bit drone going across the bridge. Who knows, may fall in the water if it crashes. Up the hill we go. Okay, we're up top. This will be the path we're taking. You see the boats, ferry boats that go along there. That's the big cruise canal boats. So basically we went down the hill here yesterday, across the bridge, over to the camping site there. That's where we camp for the night. It's sometimes how it's got to go. All right, so back to the road. All right, I'm here on the EV6 Slovakia side. You can see the boat over there in the background, just taking the river up. That can actually go all the way to the same place I'm going, but the route they take is much longer, goes around a whole bunch of different places. There seems to be some sun out today, so weather's not too bad yet, but up ahead the weather's not doing so great, so we'll just have to see how the day turns out. As you see, I'm starting with my growth, growing some beard and stuff, and that's for two reasons. One, my shaver didn't come in time, and number two, when it gets cold, I have a tendency to let the beard grow, try to keep that face warm. Just how it is. How do you know you're in Europe? Well, you got a boat going alongside you on that side, got a river going over here, and down on this side, you got a village. So, what do you tell me? A river? A village? The boats are higher than the cities are. Okay. Well, we seem to be keeping up with that ship right now. But up ahead here, a little village to this side on the right, down the hill. Little bridge. I want to go crossing out, so I don't know how the heck this is working. It shows the Velo 6 that way. So the Velo 6 is up. That goes on to the ferry. So And it drops down there. Maybe it's this way. We'll have to see. Yep. There goes the ferry boat. That was down on that one. And we're up on the Velo 6 still. So there's our big boat. Here's some of the little cruise lines that go up and down the river. Some of them are boats for food, some of them are restaurants, and some are hotels. You never know which one's which. Sometimes you see the strangest things in these countries. The village is down through there, and the hut is right up over here. So you could camp here if you wanted. One thing on all these bike routes is the same. You'll always find restaurants, places to eat, different things on the break-off roads. Amazing how many cyclists, but then again, I forgot it's a weekend, so a lot of people taking off and riding on the trails for the weekend, so it'll be busy throughout. Then there'll be some doing long distance tours and camping. Some of the places we cross in the city here are really outrageous. Over bridges, under passes, etc. Just going into some neat, really places. This one goes up over the hill. I shouldn't say over the hill. It goes back onto this bridge here. And then we've got to go up the hill, or up the ramps to the top of the bridge and then across it. Along the way, we'll see the river, the city, and a few other things. Last city of Slovakia. After this, we'll be headed up towards the border. Beautiful Bravos. Some photos off the 360, some off the camera. Got to mix them together. That way I get some good views of stuff. Trying not to get run over, slowed down here. See this girl coming up quickly, blindsiding straight onto the ramp. Looking at the map system, finding out which way I'm supposed to go, and then headed up towards the border. That'll be the next stop. This city has lots of overpass bridges that cross over the top to go to the other side of the river. Quite a few of them to begin. Nice family outing. Mama's got to catch up. Tried to get some views from across the overside of the river where the beautiful buildings are. Same as Budapest type looking. Sometimes I just don't ask what things are. That's a restaurant and a bike hangout supposedly. Nice little park to go through. This is the last of the outskirts. Soon we'll get in towards Austria. Not quite sure what this is here. Oh, this is still the end of Bravos. So, trying to figure out how to get a shot of that castle and whatever this weird little thing is. As I said before, it's the weekend, so huge amount of cyclists riding on the trails. But it's nice to see it, better than the States and some other places. Okay, welcome to the Austrian-Slovak border. Again, what do they really check?
Oh wait, this is just to make sure we're not bringing any animals, anything from one country to the next. This is the border cross. So now we're in Austria, so we'll see what Austria has to bring and show us. Our first little Austrian town. Kinda cute, not so much different than Slovak, but there are some differences. Traffic is a little bit more, churches are a little different. Trying to get a shot of this castle up on the hillside, but we don't always get what we want out of these things. At least we tried. What the fuck you want, Mark? I'm sitting here, side of a Little's, trying to upload my fucking videos for you and eat my lunch. Come on, and you want to get picky on me? Piss off. LOL, I didn't even realize I was in Austria already. So, well, gotta go up the road more. Okay, I'm not sure what's going on in this town, but it's kind of fun to try to get around all these cars and stuff and go through this town. Sometimes they have bike paths on the side, sometimes they don't, sometimes it's just a sidewalk. I never can figure out whether or not they want me on it or don't want me on it. But going into these beautiful squares, they are nice. They are typical Austrian. Okay, it warmed up a bit today. It's a good thing, but I'm sure tonight it'll be back down to being cold again. That's how it's been the last few days. Warms up a bit in the daytime. But today it actually got decently hot. I'm in shorts and a t-shirt, so wow. But last night definitely was cold. Now I'm on the bike route again. It brings me on a gravel road, but it avoids the main two roads, so that's a good thing. Okay, it's got about 6 o'clock. We're at the airport. We charged up some of the stuff all the way, but not everything. Looks like if I go down this trail here, up around the corner, there's some nice trees. Should be away from people, depending on how they're working here, but should be able to camp for a night and call it good. It's a weekend. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe.